It's ours now, eh, Captain?
Go away! You see? You see those corpses? They're from me! Unless you're ready for the long walk, go away!
You killed all of these? By yourself?
What? Just because I'm an old man, you don't think I can protect myself? Wrong!
Your nephew's worried about you. He sent me.
Mitch. My boy Mitch sent you? He was always a smart one. He sent me the fall condensers. Made it safe to breathe here. Glad to hear he still cares about his old uncle. But you... What? What have you done? They're coming! They're coming!
What? What's coming?
Who knows this time? I haven't reset my traps or repaired the defenses. Quick, do what you can with the workbench supplies. They'll be here soon.
Excuse me.
Not bad. Mitch was a good boy to send you. But still, time to go. Goodbye. Goodbye. Before you attract more of them.
Mitch sent me to bring you home. Safely. Please, go to Far Harbor.
This is my home. And what? You want me to huddle like a beggar in Far Harbor? I can't just leave.
Just consider this a vacation. You'll come back later when it's safe.
You are so persistent. Fine. You happy? You've chased me from my home. I'll pack my things.
She actually did it.
Did what? Chase me from my home? You should dump her in the harbor.
You're really not grateful? You get to see your boy again.
It is good to see family again. He never visits all right. Here.
Mitch is at a loss for words.
Hush now. I owe you one. Mainlanders think the island's easy. We'll see.
Mitch?
You look like you need an ice cold vim. How can the last plank set you up?
I'd like to rent a room.
It's up the stairs.
Those tools you found are a joy to work with. It gave me this idea. A cargo freighter founded ages ago, to the south. With a bit of arc welding and some elbow grease, the hull could be reinforced to be sturdy. Fierce. Best to do it soon, before... well, soon.
Why does it need to be soon?
That's not a matter for you. Just... the hull needs fixing.
Come on. I'm one of the few people that helps out around here. So why the time pressure?
Fine. Doc Teddy? Well, I have a condition. Terminal. No cure. Hard to get that out. When I take the long walk, I can't count on anyone else keeping the hull in good repair. So, it's best to get her ready before then.
Is there really no cure?
Even in the old days, plenty of diseases were never beat. And this... well, Teddy sent word to some mainland doctors, with my charts and all. Only heard back regrets.
I can't imagine what you're going through. If there's any way I can help.
I've shed my fill of tears on this. But we've got business to be about. The ship's the MS Azalea. Expect trappers, mean ones. Once you mop the decks with them, I'll send my crew over. Best of luck.
The MS Azalea is good to go.
I'll send the work crew over. Listen, I haven't told no one except the doc about my condition. If your offer of help is still open, I could use some advice. I'm thinking of casting off once the hull's done. Slip out in the middle of the night. But as much as these ingrates drive me to distraction, for the life of me, I don't know why I even told you in the first place.
It's a big decision. I'm sure if you listen to your heart, you'll know what to do.
When you're staring at the certainty, end of days. Clarity. Well, I haven't found it yet. Guess I'll keep looking for it.
The MS Azalea is good to go.
I'll send the work crew over. Listen, I haven't told no one except the doc about my condition. If your offer of help is still open, I'm thinking of as much as these for the life of me.
It's a big decision.
And you're staring. Well, off with you now. I've work to do.
Mariner.
Single-handedly, you wiped out all those trappers.
Clothes on their back here. In the deep fog, there's things out there.
I'll be straight with you. It's never easy to ask anyone on this island for help, much less a stranger. But I've got a responsibility to these people, and I have a job for you, if you're up for it. Besides, I know you're tougher than you look.
What exactly do you need help with?
We get our drinking water from a purifier not far outside of town. We had a bad storm not long before you got here, and it must have damaged the fog condensers that protect the road to the purifier. I sent Howard Dunbar out to fix them. He was out there when the Mirelurks hit us, and I'm afraid they might have got him, too. I was hoping you might go have a look. If the worst happened, maybe you could get those fog condensers back online. If you're up to it, just head south out of town. It's paying work, of course. I wouldn't ask a stranger to stick their neck out on our behalf, unless I was willing to pay a fair share for it. Take your time.
What exactly are these fog condensers? How do they work?
Well, I'm no engineer, but the way it was explained to me, each fog condenser pulls in the air around it and then condenses it into liquid. The point being, the fog doesn't get past them. They make a barrier that protects the town. No fog means that all the nasty things living in it stay in it. They don't venture out too often. The fog's at home, I guess. The fog condensers eat up a lot of power, but we've got a wind farm that takes care of that. As long as the turbines stay charged, we stay safe.
Am I gonna need any tools or parts if I have to make these repairs on my own?
The fog condensers need their power modules replaced, but Howard took the only spares we had. Either way, you're gonna have to find him first.
All right, I'll head out there now.
Good. Our water supply won't last much longer.
Take it one day at a time.
It's ours now, eh, Captain?
Looks like Howard didn't make it. I'll have to repair the fog condensers myself. Those fog condensers are back online.
Good. Our water supply was starting to get low. Wasn't sure how much longer we could hold out. Did you find Howard?
Is there a next of kin? If so, you should notify them.
I should never have let him go out there alone. Well, I said it was paying work. 200 caps should be enough. Well, I do have work.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
Don't know if you've chatted up the Mariner, but she's always looking for help. I know Cassie Dalton was asking around, but, well, judge for yourself there.
Captain, nobody's gonna want to help you out unless you're prepared to pay a fair wage.
Well, I can't argue with that. I suppose I could spare her a little more. I can give you 250 caps.
Keeping everyone supplied with water is worth a lot more than that.
You drive a hard bargain, Mainlander. I'll give you 300 caps.
Howard Dunbar died trying to get this job done. His life was sure as hell worth more than that, and so is mine.
You're squeezing blood from a stone, stranger. I can give you 400, but not a cap more. Now here's your pay. I've got to start making arrangements for Howard. So I'll say goodbye.
Hey, a mariner.
Mainlander, I got one last idea. Crazier than a box of Brad roaches. But that hasn't stopped you before. Hull's got plenty of stopping power now. But if a Mirelurk queen went for a frontal assault...
How are you doing? Are you feeling well? For the love of...
This is why I didn't want to tell no one. I ain't some porcelain doll, Mainlander. I plan on going down fighting. So can we talk about the damn job?
Has a queen ever attacked here?
Well, not yet. But I'm telling you, the island's bubbling over with menace. Only a matter of time, I reckon.
I'm not sure anything could stop a queen on a rampage.
Might be right, that. But I had an idea. Thicker walls can beat the whole mass velocity force issue. The bigger problem is acid. Only thing I've ever seen survive a queen's acid are other Mirelurks. The Mirelurks on our islands have carapaces that are extra tough. So you gather up a bunch of the carapaces and lug them back here. Then I'll reinforce the town as best as I'm able.
Where's a good hunting spot for Mirelurks?
Crabs are crawling all over the island along the coast, but you might want to check around Haddock Cove.
Far Harbor really owes you for all this.
Yes and no. It's my dock people are squatting on, so I got a personal stake in it. Good luck.
Bertha?
Ma'am, I have to talk to you. I got 14 and a half caps. I want to hire you.
The whole 14 caps, huh? And a half. I'm already planning my retirement.
I know it's nothing, but it's all I got. Harbormen don't belong on this dock. If we keep clinging here, we'll bleed out and die. To get better, to grow stronger, we need land. Echo Lake Lumber Mill has power lines that connect to the old wind farm. If you clear the land, Harbormen can wire up the condensers. Make it safe from the fog.
How do you know all this?
My father was a mechanic. A good one. Before the fog took him.
You know, you're quite a remarkable girl.
If you say so. I just don't want this pier to kill what's left of my kin. I know the money's a joke. If my friends can resettle, I'm sure they'd do anything for you. And owe you big. Please. Help.
I cleared the lumber mill for you.
We gotta go see the captain. Here's your pay. People keep leaving the island. But now that there's land to call their own, they'll come back. My friends have already sent word.
Well, I fished myself up. An honest to God, the sea bass. And I get nary a peep.
There were 15 people at the gig saying, oh my God, what fun this is. Did it all, did it right, did it big. Yeah, buddy, we were loving it. New cards, new deck, new life. King of Cups, he comes up right. Always, all days, all
Hey, Bertha.
Excuse me, ma'am?
Smalls, we got no time for you.
The mainlander cleared out Echo Lake Lumber Mill.
Why are we even talking to the captain about this?
She's got things we need. We gotta get off the docks, Captain. If you give us some of those Acadian fog condensers, my friends are ready to homestead the lumber mill.
Surviving is about more than taming fog. We've got to stay together, Bertha.
But we're no good here. Harbormen need their own land, something to protect and hold.
I was wrong about you.
What?
Not you. You. Bertha knows this island better than you, Avery. We give folks some condensers, materials, and a chance to build defenses. We'll survive all right, and thrive.
I can lend a hand too.
You would? Well, then their odds are sure to be better. Give them the fog condensers.
Well, I won't stop you, but until we deal with the children of Adam, settling the island again, it could blow up in your face. Come, Bertha.
You might want to check up on Echo Lake. Bertha's friends would no doubt welcome you. Take this. You never cease to amaze.
Always, all days, all nights, sing, do I, do I, do I.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, Captain. What's up?
you can rest easy, now that Shipbreaker is dead.
Don't know about resting easy, but it's one less thing to worry about. Funny thing is, happy as I am that she's gone, I think I'm gonna miss her in a way. Walking in the fog will be a bit less interesting now, but I don't have to wonder if she might be lurking behind the next rock. Kept me on my toes, she did. For that, I'm grateful, in spite of the sorrow she visited on the island. Here, you may as well have my trusty old harpoon gun. I was saving it for delivering the killing blow to Shipbreaker, but now you should have it.
Boss, Braun's off in his bunk whimpering about something. Says he saw something peering up at him from under the baseboards.
Are you kidding me? He's a grown man, for God's sake. He's too old to be jumping at the boogeyman.
Maybe, but he's refusing to do his chores. On top of that, Rowan keeps hiding in the water and jumping out at him. Scares him half to death.
Fine. Go round up those chuckleheads. I'll have a talk with them both. This place will fall apart without me, I swear. Oh, for crying out loud. Take this no report. How the hell do you make this thing stop? I knew that. Okay, lunkheads, listen up. These here are the chores for the month. Only making one of these, so pass it around. And no, I will not be changing my mind again. So stop asking, Braun. Luke, you're in charge of fishing, cleaning fish, and cooking fish. Just about anything to do with fish. That's your job, okay? Rowan, you're on building and repairs. But some of the baseboards keep getting loose or torn up. I'm not sure what's getting to, but fix it. Braun, you've got brush removal again. Gotta clear our line of sight. And yes, you may have to work at night, you big baby. I don't care what you hear. I pull day guard duty again. We'll swap around at night, same as last month. Even you, Braun, don't even start whining. That's it. You don't like it? Tough. This is how we get things done around here. This is Bray Husky. And this is probably my last recording. Oh, jeez. I can see my friggin' guts here. They came up from underneath us. Big, huge freaking Mirelurks. Tons of them. The dead fish chum must have lured them to us. Quickly. The rest are dead. All dead. Luke got pinched right in half. And I saw Rowan screaming while another one pulled him under. His eyes. Jesus, his eyes. To get Braun and found some huge fish. Damn big. coming for miles. But what a goddamn fish one. I just hope... Oh, God, no. Oh, it found me. No, no! No! You get down! Get away from me! Oh, God! Is this thing still recording? You've got to be kidding me!
It's hard to believe before you came here, all hope seemed lost.
I got your Mirelurk carapaces.
Finally, it's done. Everything that can be welded, duct taped, or superglued to the damn docks, all there. Listen, I'm sorry for chewing your head off about asking about my condition. I'm not used to talking about any of this. The whole island's falling apart. So many dead from the fog, crabs, whatever. And I just keep wondering how many good weeks I have left. 3, 4, 2...
Are you in any pain?
Doc's given me something to treat most of the symptoms. Having a hard time keeping everything down, though. My energy level's not quite what it used to be, and it's only gonna get worse.
You should take it easy.
As long as I got the strength, I can't waste it. And to think, before the news, I was powerful close to tossing the whole lot off my docks. But afterward, there weren't no point in defending my land. Let them come, I guess. And now watching them all squabble instead of lending a hand? Hell, a single finger to help. Don't they realize that all the bickering, for just a little bit more, is a waste of breath?
Isn't there some way we could make things better?
Figured I'd bequeath my land to everyone. I think we've lived alone on this island too long. With some common land, maybe a real community can be formed. Even if they have to be drug into it.
When times get tough, a community should come together.
I used to think the captain was an idealistic fool. But on this side of the road, after I get the carapaces installed, there's one last thing I want to do. You've been a real friend through this. If you're willing to see it to the end, well, gotta get to work.
Avery.
It's hard to believe before you came here, all hope seemed lost. But now we've taken back homesteads. People are finally coming together. And all of it, it's all because of you.
You give me too much credit.
Hardly. With all you've done, including the captain's dance, I guarantee you, generations from now, we'll still talk about you. My people are so mired with their own concerns, I don't think they even realize that you saved us. All of us. Anything I give you or do for you, it just isn't enough. But take this, and thank you.
Shouldn't take too long to work the carapaces into the harbor.
You're back, but Kasumi isn't with you?
I found Kasumi. She's safe and sound, but she won't think about coming back until I help with some problems up north.
Thank God she's all right. But she needs help. Please, do everything you can for her. Just make sure she comes home safely when it is over.
Than someone else. I'm too damn sober. I'd say it's time for a drink.
Excuse me.
Maroski has a message for you.
Maroski? Who's that?
Jesus, you're really gonna play dumb? Maroski does a nice little chems business out of Good Neighbor. Seems some of his chems have gone missing. As in, a lot of chems. He seems to think you had something to do with it. I suggest you go see him at the Hotel Rexford in Good Neighbor. Soon. Next time, we won't be asking nicely.
Well, well. You got a lot of nerve showing your face around here.
You want I should kick her ass, boss?
Not yet. Let's see what she has to say for herself first.
I got your message. What do you want?
You know exactly what this is about. You stole from me. But I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. Maybe you didn't know who you were stealing from. It happens. Now you do. Those were my chems you took when you ambushed Trish.
I'm sorry. I didn't know those were your chems.
Yeah, that's a good start. Here's the deal. You pay me 2,000 caps, and I'll forget this ever happened. Just this once.
Be reasonable. That's way more than those chems were worth.
You probably don't even have it, do you? I don't know why I'm doing this, but fine. 1,000 caps to square things. Hey, you've got a week. Stan, my friend here was just leaving.
You heard the boss. Let's go.
What? Oh, sorry. Got my head full of what DIMA was talking about. It's a bit of a shock. Who do you think he is, really? Family?
It's hard to deny it, Nick. Similarities are pretty obvious.
I spent a long time wondering if the Institute had made any other prototypes. If I was just a failure, or they gave up, just plain got bored. I always thought I was just more of their discarded trash. I never thought of the possibility that someone wanted me out, helped me escape. There's got to be some kind of proof out there. What really happened between me and DIMA? I'd appreciate it if we could keep an eye out.
Of course, Nick. We'll find something.
Thanks. I know we don't have much to go on. Just keep me in mind if you find something that might give us some answers.
One 195372840
Fuck? Who the fuck are you?
Oh, come on, Eddie. It's me. Your old pal, Molly McFuck yourself.
All this time, and the first person to walk through my door is a wise ass. Well, you are easy on the eye, so that's something.
Just how the fuck did you get... No. No way. Not after all this time. Don't tell me you actually cracked my code. In the holotapes? Well, hey. It's only been, what? 200 years?
Well, look. I'm not sure what you thought you'd find. Gold, jewels, the secrets of the universe.
But you get me. One guy. A ghoul, I guess you'd call me. Just living, surviving, and what I got, you can't have.
That code? It was a joke. I just wanted to prove how dumb those feds were. Turns out, pretty dumb. So take your asses someplace else. And what's that? And who are you, huh? You look kind of familiar. But what are you, some kind of robot? Is that what it's like out there now? A world of robot overlords? I knew it.
The name's Valentine. NIck Valentine. Remember me?
Valentine? The cop? Is that who you're supposed to be? Sorry, pal, but you ain't NIck Valentine. You're just some kind of, machine.
You killed my fiancée, Jennifer Lance. There's some crimes even you can't get away with, Winter.
Your fiancée? You mean Valentine's fiancée? Pretty girl. A shame what happened to her. But hey, you, or, you know, the real Valentine, he should have backed off when he had the chance. But what gives, Robot Man? Why do you even care? Some girl gets whacked 200 years ago, and you come into my home acting like a hot guy? Christ, look at you. You're not even alive.
Then I guess I'm in good company. Not exactly subtle.
We go! Got something for you?
Yeah. Done here. There's one more thing I've got to do. I wouldn't mind the company if you wanted to tag along.
Better us get it than someone else.
This won't take long. This is it. In this spot, 200 years ago, one of Eddie's boys put a bullet in Jenny Land's back. Now Eddie's as dead as Jenny. And Nick. I'm at a loss. I just need some time to process all this. You mind if we get out of here? Yeah, that is if you're still interested in traveling together. I wouldn't blame you if you wanted some time on your own after all this.
You still want to travel with me?
Yeah, I think I could suffer through it.
Of course. Let's do it.
I'm glad to hear it. Come on, let's get out of here. And hey, thanks.
Hey.
There's something you need?
Nick.
You know, I've been thinking about how things went down with Winter. I never properly thanked you for that.
Now all we have to worry about is Zombie Eddie coming to seek revenge.
I'm pretty sure that was Zombie Eddie we took care of back there. But regardless of form, Winter was it. The only reminder left of the original Nick Valentine. The last bit of his business settled. Not sure how I feel.
What were you expecting?
I just thought this would fix things. It's not that easy. Because I was Nick Valentine. I had his memories, his fears, all that poor bastard's hope. I remember getting the call to head to some lab in Cambridge to get that neurotrans whatever. And the next thing I know, I'm in a trash heap. My family, my home, my entire life gone. Then I discover all those things that they weren't even mine. Everything I ever was belonged to Nick. I'd hoped with Winter gone, the last hint of that old world snuffed out, I could finally be free. But being out here with you, what I finally realized after all this time was that taking down Winter, it wasn't about Nick or Jenny or even you or me. It was about justice, about doing what's right. And that act of goodness, that's ours. All the good we've done, that's ours, and ours alone. And even if that's the only thing in this world that I can ever claim as mine, not Nick's, not the Institute's, but mine, then I can die happy. and none of it would have ever happened if it weren't for you. I'm not sure I'll ever be able to thank you for that.
But please, feel free to try. Caps, armaments, real estate.
Ha! Wise to the end. Well, come on then. We're not helping anyone standing around here.
Take your regret. I hope you're here to pay up.
Here's your money.
We got nothing to talk about then.
Harbor's safe as it's going to get. You ever get a gnawing in your belly to do something crazy? But reason and sense keep steering you clear?
The craziest ideas are usually the best.
Fortune favors the bold and unbalanced, right? You're the only mainlander I'd ever tell of this. So hear me out. The Red Death. May have heard of it. The big monster lives beneath the waves. Only strikes when the fog is thick. People think it's some drunken sailor's tale. But no one goes sailing when there's a fog on. In their bones, they know there's something out there.
For whatever it's worth, I believe you.
Thank you. With my business here done, and knowing someone like yourself, I seek to end this unholy terror. Dozens of boats over the long years been claimed by it. I mean to hunt this Red Death. Are you with me?
How do we go about this hunt?
No one's encountered the Red Death up close and lived. But many folk have seen its glow from afar. I've been collecting the details of those sightings for years. We take our boats, and I can get us there. I know it. But it could be the deadliest challenge we ever face. So I'll understand if you pass.
Count me in.
Bring whatever weapons of death and mass destruction you got. Meet by the docks. You take your boat, I'll take mine. This trip is going to test our mettle more than anything.
Mariner, please. I heard about this expedition of yours. We need you. Please, turn back.
I thought you didn't believe, Captain. Well, the Mainlander does. And together, we're going to put an end to it.
Mainlander, if the Red Death's real, we can't afford to lose you both.
Do you really think it's dangerous?
Every now and again, some fool goes hunting for the Red Death. Sometimes they come back empty-handed, but more times than not, that's the last they're heard of. The hunt for the Red Death has taken its share of drunks, but it's also taken the lives of our mightiest men and women. Please, don't throw your life away.
With all I've seen and faced, this Red Death doesn't scare me.
Don't say you haven't been warned.
Mariner.
I'll meet you there. The Red Death is going down. Mainlander? I plotted a safe course for your boat. Don't tamper with it. The shoals near where we're headed can easily capsize a boat of your size. I'll catch up to you. It can't be. That's the Red Death?
We could always call in the Marines.
Oh, ha ha. What do we say to all the folk back home? I meant this to be my last great adventure. Instead, if we tell the folk back at town, I'll be a laughing stock.
Would it really be that big of a deal?
You've no idea how pig-headed and relentless harbormen can be. Or maybe you do. The story will be told for generations.
Maybe we embellish a little. Or a lot. Make it the stuff of legends.
I have little stomach for it. But it's better than the alternative. Let's go. I thought I got this for you to celebrate. I didn't think it would turn out like this.
Something from before the war, looks like.
Did you find it? Did you end the scourge of the seas?
So, we set sail. It was a terrible fight.
So you killed it?
Oh, yes,
that's some
we
firepower
did
there.
that. It was quite the sight.
Did you hear? They did it! The Red Death's no more.
Did it take long? My Gran figured it would take a mini-nuke direct to the center of the eye to do it in.
That would have worked, but we made do.
The seas are ours again. We can fish in peace.
Tell me, are you injured, Mariner? Are you okay?
No, we managed to get through unscathed.
Oh, thank God. I thought for sure you were sailing to your graves.
Here's to the heroes.
They're here. They're back.
Did you find it? Did you end the scourge of the seas?
So, we set sail. It was a terrible fight.
So you killed it?
Oh, yes, we did at that. It was quite the sight.
Did you hear? They did it! The Red Death's no more.
Did it take long? My Gran figured it would take a mini-nuke direct to the center of the eye to do it in.
That would have worked, but we made do.
The seas are ours again. We can fish in peace.
Tell me, are you injured, Mariner? Are you okay?
No, we managed to get through unscathed.
Oh, thank God. I thought for sure you were sailing to your graves.
Here's to the heroes.
Front, dock and back. The bait shop.
Hey, a mariner.
Seems like the end of the road. Every time we've talked, you've given me a lot to think about. I've been stowing away gear and supplies for a final journey into the deep. But after the lies, it makes the decision even harder.
So, what's your plan?
I'm working on it. I mean, at the end of it all, what's worth doing in your final days? What's worth leaving behind?
You can never go wrong helping your friends and family.
Certainly seems like the harbor would still fall into the sea without me. But no matter what happens or what goes down, you were a true friend.
Guns, ammo, and souvenirs. Get them while they're in stock.
Yes?
I've got those storage drives you asked for.
Oh, that's great. Thank you. Just the 2? Really? I somehow thought there were 3.
I did notice a locked chest that I couldn't open. Maybe the last one was in there. Do you have the key?
Key? Chest? I'm afraid I don't know. You know what? This is fine. Just these 2 is fine. Well, you did your part, so I'll do mine. Thank you for recovering these.
Hey, you tracked Kasumi here. I'm impressed. Perhaps not as quietly or efficiently as possible, but thankfully she was never in any real danger. I'm afraid your journey was unnecessary.
Miss out on a fun boat ride? Never.
Well, then at least you have the return trip to look forward to. Acadia is a safe haven for synths. Were it not, I would not have aided anyone in reaching it. Every synth I've tracked down, every synth convinced to come here, has been assured that he or she will come to no harm. My job is to make sure they all remain safe, no matter what. Understand?
How do you manage to track down synths and bring them here?
I have a network of contacts throughout the area. Some from my time with the Institute, some after. I know the Institute's tactics, and use that to my advantage. You have DIMA's blessing, so by all means, make yourself comfortable.
So, what's your story?
I used to work for the Institute, returning synths that had escaped. I was tracking a synth and instead found DIMA. He convinced me of the truth, and the error of my ways.
Hi.
Did you need something?
Tell me about Acadia.
DIMA's told you most of what you need to know. It's as safe as we can make it for now. With every new synth we rescue, we're better able to defend ourselves.
I'd like to help you all. Is there anything I can do?
Actually, as a matter of fact, there is. If you're serious about contributing, well, we've got a situation I need someone to look into. You've had some experience traveling around the island, so you may be decently equipped to handle it.
What's the problem?
We were expecting a new synth to arrive, and he should have been here by now. There's been no sign of him, and I'm concerned that he might have become lost on the way here.
You have any leads on where he might be?
You should start by talking to Brooks in Far Harbor. He's one of us, a synth. He's the one who meets the new arrivals and gets them started on the journey here. Of course, he's not likely to tell you anything without proof that you're working for me. If he doesn't cooperate, tell him that his designation is L792. That should convince him. That's as much help as I can give you for now. Please, hurry. If that synth is out there alone, he won't last long.
Another day in Far Harbor.
I need to talk to you about a missing synth.
Yeah? Well, it's not something I talk about with outsiders. So you can either buy something or move along.
Look, Chase sent me. So unless you want to piss her off, you better lose the attitude right now.
Chase. The name sounds vaguely familiar. I can't quite place it. Anyway, you want to buy something?
If that synth got lost somewhere on the island, he could be in real trouble. Don't you care about that?
Look, friend, no offense. What I care about is my business.
Ah, that famous Far Harbor hospitality. How could you not love it?
It grows on you. Will it be anything else?
I'm working with Chase. She told me that your designation is L792.
Okay, I believe you. Keep it down, all right? It's real private information. I know the synth you're talking about. He's a younger guy. Maybe early 20s with white hair. Goes by the name Derek. Thing is, He showed up way earlier than he was supposed to. Thought a courser was on his tail, so he rushed the timetable. To be honest, the guy was a wreck. He was scared shitless, looking over his shoulder every 5 minutes and attracting unwanted attention. Tried to calm him down, but he panicked and ran off into the fog. That was the last I saw of him.
Can you tell me anything else? I'm gonna need more information than that if I'm gonna find the synth.
I wish I had more to give you. He disappeared into the fog, and I haven't seen him since.
You let him run off alone?
What the hell was I supposed to do? I'm on my own here. Look, if you're really going after that synth, I'm pretty sure he took the road south out of town. Maybe you could head that way. Just be careful out there. And thanks. There aren't many who'd go out in the fog to help a synth, especially one they don't even know. I feel like shit about what happened. I really do. I hope you can make it right.
There's a trail of blood.
Fresh meat crawling in from the fog. Don't care if it's Mirelurk or man.
Ugh, you're cannibals?
We survive.
I'm not looking for trouble. I just need to find someone, a young man with white hair. You help me, I'll leave.
Yeah, we found him. One of the fog's creatures already attacked him. He was bleeding out, but you know, why waste the meat? Here, well, what's left? Take it. Now go. Don't come back.
Your missing synth was jumped by cannibal trappers. He didn't survive.
That poor bastard. That synth came here to live in peace, and we failed him in the worst way possible. It's my fault. I should have gone out there to meet him. Damn it all. I'm glad we were able to bring some closure to the matter. You deserve this. And shall we say 200 caps?
You said this wasn't the first time a synth has gone missing.
Of course not. For someone without weapons or field training, crossing this island is deadly. Thanks again for your help. Be safe out there.